Okay, are we live? We shall see. Ah, there's a remote. Anyways, yeah, we are doing another stream. And another Pac-Man or Namco game. And this one being Namco Museum on the GameCube. Sadly, it didn't release outside of the States, but what can you really do? Pac-Man was always more popular in the United States. Anyways, let's see if people will show up. Yeah, we load the data for our current. Hello, Roxy. Good to see you. And pink, purple elephants on parade. Yeah, this is essentially all the game is, just a bunch of Namco games. Pac-Man, Pac-Man arrangement, Galaga, Galaga arrangement, Dig Dug, Dig Dug arrangement, pole position 2. Hey Starfy Kid. We have Miss Pac-Man, Galaxian, and Pac Attack, and Pac-Mania. So, to start off, we'll do the one that everyone's familiar with, Pac-Man. Yeah, everyone knows the ghost name, so we're not going to beat around the bush. Yeah, this is your standard Pac-Man, like it's always been. Even if this is the Namco Museum version, it's my controller. Okay, something's wrong with my controller. Okay, hopefully now it's actually working. Actually, I'm just gonna restart, because everyone loves wavebird malfunctions, right? Right? It's kind of a pain to play Pac-Man with a camera in the way, but what can you really do? I thought I would pass him. I thought I was actually good at Pac-Man, but this stream is probably showing otherwise to you guys. I'm excited about the Nintendo Direct, but the sad thing is I'm gonna be very busy tomorrow, so I don't know if I'm gonna have time to watch it. Honestly, my main hopes for the Nintendo Direct are either Mario Kart 9 or a release date for Pac-Man Museum Plus. I know the latter is actually a third-party game, so it's going to release on multiple systems, but it would still be cool to. I just want more information about the game because I'm that impatient, huh? Okay, all seriousness, I am patient for Namco to taking their time on the new Pac-Man collection. It's just that it looks so cool. Yeah. The only other thing I can think of that I'd be excited for for the Nintendo Direct is more information about Kirby: The Forgotten Land and a potential Tomodachi Life sequel or a third game in the series, because the the second game is the only one that we got. Yeah, I'm excited for Wavebird moment. I'm not excited for that, but I am excited for a potential Tomodachi Life remake or a sequel or whatever. Just anything Tomodachi Life related that isn't Miitomo. Because oh, that was Pac-Man. I didn't make it to the first cutscene, but I'm clearly stupid. The Dreamcast version is the Dreamcast version of Namco Museum is basically just the Nintendo 64 version, but with an additional VMU game called Packet. But here we have Pac-Man Arrangement. This is a game coming to Pac-Man Museum Plus, and a game I'm beyond excited for. I like how people nowadays, they whenever they hear about this game, they just point and laugh at the fact that Kinky is named Kinky. Yeah, this is a different museum. It was one on the PS2, GameCube, and Xbox. I have it on the GameCube because, yeah, the GameCube is my favorite game console. I still don't understand why many games called Clyde Blinky and Blinky Clyde. It was even apparent in the Pac-Man VR game that barely anyone has heard of. Now we eat them. I thought they were gonna get me. Yeah. I think the Japanese name Kinzo was much better. I didn't think he would turn around. Sorry, it's Wavebird keeps fucking up. I just need to make sure it doesn't happen again. And now that the ghosts are in the bag, I've got this in the bag. Also, when I first played Arrangement, I thought that the ghosts' gloves and hands were their arms and gloves. I thought they were always just fangs. That wasn't until Blinky raises his arms in anger, which is what he does when he gets faster than normal, like in the original Pac-Man. Now we get these last ones. Yeah. Dinky is actually a name of a younger ghost from the Pac-Man Hanna-Barbera show. I thought I would get him. Okay, got an extra life and done. I've actually never played the console version of Pac-Man Arrangement, only the arcade one. And this is the arcade version. Yeah. I'm clearly not that good at video games at this point. But then again, I'm the same person who put a camera in front of their TV screen, so I'm clearly not fit for this. Actually, forget it. I'm continuing. I just want to play more arrangement. Fun fact, I first heard this song in Pac-Man Versus, which is the first time Mario appeared in a Pac-Man game. The first and probably only time. If you're wondering what stage this song is used for, it's for a level called Haunted Hall. Yeah, as for Pac-Man Versus itself, it's one of the best games on the game, one of the best multiplayer games on the GameCube. And given it's the console with Mario Kart Double Dash, yeah, that's quite an accomplishment. It's the Namco Museum on the GameCube. How many of you are there? I swear, Kinky keeps cloning himself. As if one of them wasn't already enough. I swear, I can't be the only one who thinks that the orange power-up actually does something. Because the instruction book says that it does nothing. When in reality, it's actually the yellow one that does nothing. Yep, I am Dirty Dan. Pinhead Larry. Come on. Ah, there we go. And now we need the orange, so Dimitri won't have to suffer annoying orange again. Honestly, I think for the arrangement games, I'm just gonna have 3 continues and go off of there. And seeing how this is my final continue for Pac-Man arrangement, that's what it's going to be. Yeah, I like that World 1 is a throwback to the original Pac-Man. And hey, it's I forgot what I was going to say there, but I don't think I'd want to remember. The music in Pac-Man arrangement is just amazing. With this level and the Egyptian levels being some of the best. Yeah, the sounds in the... Yeah, I've actually like I said, I never played the console arrangement, so I don't really know. I don't really know what to say there. Well, everyone's hidden. Again, I got this in the bag. I don't care. I don't care if my pack puns are bad. Of course. Yeah, there's multiple kinkies. Well, then there's that. And now we reach the second harbor level. Frick, I should have said something like, we're underwater, crabs. I don't gotta watch nothing. But we're no longer underwater. Huh, extra life. Okay, I got this in the bag. I'm going to repeatedly use that button until I'm done playing arrangement. Now we make it to the hedge maze, or maze 256 from Ghostly Adventures. Yeah. Yeah, Ghostly Adventures, my stance is still, it's not actually that bad, but it's really fun to make, it's really fun to make fun of it. Oh man, I'm a meme. Also, if Kiki fuses with Clyde in arrangement, he pretty much resembles the Clyde from Pac-Man: The Ghostly Adventures. Which I find to be either a strange coincidence, or a pretty cool Easter egg. It would be cool if it was an Easter egg, but yeah. Yeah, in the Pac-Man Museum, in the original museum, they only referenced the 2005 version, so yeah. At least now they're giving this game some love. The superior arrangement, from what I've heard. Well, I'm dead. And now we quit arrangement. Oh, forgot to do main menu. And now we go to a game that I am no good at, Galaga. Yeah, I highly doubt that Starfy's anniversary is going to be mentioned, because Nintendo prefers Groose over Donkey Kong. You know, the game that introduced their current mascot. As well as an ape that everyone loves, myself included. Because honestly, who doesn't love Donkey Kong? Anyway, speaking of Namco and Donkey Kong, there was once a 3-in-1 cabinet that featured Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong Jr., and Mario Brothers, and it was made by none other than Namco. So yeah, they've definitely had their experience with the Mario franchise. And then a year after that cabinet was made, they would make the best Mario Kart ever. And I'll stand by that opinion for the rest of my life. Galaga's that one game where I feel like I'm no good at it, but in actuality I might be decent at it. Now we go to the challenging stage. Or maybe it's the challenging stage I'm no good at. I don't know, but it's just something about Galaga. Now we get into the next stage. It's really cool that it's really cool when different Namco games reference the other games, like when Pac-Man World references the Galaxian level, references Galaxian and the King Galaxian boss. Sure that boss was a pain, but it was still a cool reference. Ah. Well, he's gone. Now we make the game easier. Yeah, I love Namco Museum too. Yeah, there's also that there was that Galaga stage in World Rally. Still a shame that us GameCube owners were robbed of the Dig Dug stage, or is it Mr. Driller? I don't know. Well. Now we complete that stage. And we're dead. I'm not trying to get any high scores, but yeah. So now we have a Galaga arrangement. I wonder if Rally X arrangement is ever going to get a re-release. Asteroid Zone. Well, maybe it was Galaga arrangement I'm no good at. Because I'm semi-decent at Galaga, but yeah, I'm no good at Galaga arrangement. Yeah, maybe just a general Namco Museum Plus. Yeah, just a general Namco Museum Plus. You'd have the same general premise as Pac-Man Museum Plus, but you but you not only choose your own character, but it would have a you would build your own arcade with all sorts of Namco games. Oh, look, a beehive. I did it. Yeah, there is quite a bit of Mappy games. There's Mappy Land, Hopping Mappy, the original. He even appeared in Pac-Man World Rally. Sadly, not the GameCube version that I have. While we're on the topic of Galaga, has anyone ever played Galaga Destination Earth? It starts off like normal Galaga, but then it just becomes a Star Fox bomb PlayStation. Oh, hello, Kevin Kong. Well, this is already more chaotic than the other stages. I wish you could loop around the screen like in Pac-Man. I'm clearly no good at Galaga. Okay, each stage keeps getting more and more chaotic with the aliens just going everywhere. And then there's this thing. Whatever the hell that is. Yeah, in case you couldn't tell, I haven't gotten too far into Galaga arrangement. I've beaten Pac-Man arrangement, and I believe I've also beaten Dig Dug. Yeah, I can guarantee that you're better at Galaga than I am. Well, yeah, this is my last continue. Well, it's really cool that in Galaga arrangement, it's not just a double fire, it's just a massive projectile. So now we defeat the weird flower thing. And then this. Getting back into Galaga Destination Earth, it wasn't actually made by Namco because much like Pac-Man Adventures in Time, it was published by Hasbro, the same people as Game of Life on PC. As well as our old pal Frogger. Everyone remembers when I used to make a bunch of Frogger videos, right? Well, yeah. So each alien gives you a different power. Yeah. I'm still stuck on the sewer levels, and I haven't really played it since. I've beaten Frogger 2. I've beaten Frogger 2. Yeah, even with all the frustration, I still really like Frogger on the PS1. Yeah, Namco Museum for CDI. I remember that. What is the fact, Kevin Kong? Is it the fact that you're better at this game than I am? Because even I can probably tell. Yeah, that's it for Galaga arrangement. Now we move on to Dig Dug. Yeah, the Frogger's Adventures thing. Yeah, it was. Yeah, Frogger's Adventures thing. It was a pretty cool reboot, but I've always preferred the Hasbro games. But hey, at least they're infinitely better than the Great Quest. I wish I must find me a princess before I bust. Imagine having that as your senior quote. I think Mappy Land is just alright. I haven't played too much of it because I haven't really touched Namco Museum archives in quite a long time. Rock moment. And the winner is Rocky! Don't worry, Squidward. I know how much you wanted to win, so I had the trophy made for you. Oh, gee, Patrick, thanks. The first place trophy goes to Squidward Tortellini! I know that's not how it actually goes, but that's just how I could think from the top of my head. That's for yesterday, SquarePants! Yeah, I've been rewatching a lot of SpongeBob, and even if I'm currently on the mid seasons, which are seasons 6 through 8, I can still find some pretty hilarious stuff like the It's Radical Drink It commercial from the episode Sun Bleached. It's an actually funny cutaway, unlike anything Family Guy has. Well, I suck, don't I? Bean. I guess you could say he got beamed. Yeah, Dig Dug is the real Dirty Dan. Hot Wings moment. Yeah, that one arcade-based cartoon. It had, it had cartoons based off of Frogger, Cuber, and Donkey Kong. Next we have Dig Dug arrangement. The world of Dig Dug. It's probably just a small island. But then again, Pac-Land is just Pac-Land is an entire world, yet it's just called Pac-Land. And he's dead. The question is Dig Dug in the same universe as Pac-Man? Because Puka and Figar were Puka in particular. He was a recurring character in many Pac-Man games. Heck, in Smash Run, he was labeled as an enemy from the Pac-Man series. Funny DeviantArt fetish moment. Inflation fetish moment. I am not joking that speaking of DeviantArt, I'm not joking when I say that I found a stamp that says I kid you not, Dig Dug gives me a boner. Why does such a stamp exist? I love Dig Dug a lot, but why? Well, Puka's dead. And now we get the ball rolling. We got Bean. And he's dead. Oh god, I remember that Clyde image. It was cursed. Oh look, it's Weedle. Or Weedle mixed with the bird. Yeah. That's really how modern Namco be like, but now nowadays I barely ever touch the topic, and I'm dead again. Well. There goes Weedle wannabe. Yeah, it definitely does make me uncomfortable, especially in comparison to the original Dig Dug sounds. But yeah, at least the sprites look really good. Boom moment. And then comes back. And now he's gone. Yeah, the Ghostly Adventures 2 it's actually a pretty solid game. People just say that people just say that it's bad because it's Ghostly Adventures. Heck, I've seen many people. Actually, not many people. it's the then again. Why am I even talking about this? Because why am I even talking about this subject? Because the only people who say that's that bad are the people in those terrible Mirror He's wikis. You know, the wikis where they barely give any good reasons to why something is inherently bad. I.e. Just lazily having just lazy variations of the fact that Duck Hunt Dog laughs and labeling as reasons why he's objectively terrible. No joke, that's what they did with the Duck Hunt Dog wiki on the quote unquote loathsome characters wiki. When at this point he's actually loved by more people than hated. Well, Spider's dead. Yeah, the Mirror He's reception wikis suck. No joke, they said that Waluigi was a bad character because he quote unquote has no personality. Pew pew pew. If Dig Dug wasn't smashed, he would kill the wild gunman in an instant. Use a blast. Come over here, you wimps. Well, I'm dead. I like that this game has more bosses than Pac-Man arrangement. Well, hey, you're not supposed to be here. Neither are you. Or you. It's just... Ah. I'm dead. I thought that would hit him for sure. At least that one did. Now everyone's dead. Well, now we're on my last continue. We're dead. Again. Everyone's dead now. You're all dead now, Trey and Matt. Guys, I saw the new South Park season. Well, now we're done with Dig Dug arrangement. Never got to beat the boss. Anyways, this is probably going to be the shortest one yet because it's pole position, and I suck at it. It's an obligatory reference to the Picnic in Pac-Land episode where Blinky says, "But Clyde, I think there's something coming for us." And then it turns out to be a shark. Blinky's like my favorite character in the Hanna-Barbera show. Oh, there's the sign again. When I first saw it, I thought it was yet another thing about the Blinky Clyde error, but in reality it was just a reference to the Hanna-Barbera show. Wonder if it was localized in Japan. Anyways, I guarantee I'm not going to... Yeah. As you can see, I clearly suck at pole position. Maybe in pole position 2 I can redeem myself. like pole position, but I really suck at it. Oh, come on, Blinky. You had to ruin it. Well, I'm certainly not going to redeem myself with this game. Because this is even worse than my previous performance. What am I even doing at this point? Playing pole position? Well. Wait, I actually won? I did the impossible! Yep, turbo-tastic. Yeah, that's what I did there. And now we have legal hell. In other words, Ms. Pac-Man. Ms. Pac-Man is definitely a game that I would love to see in Pac-Man Museum Plus because it was already in the original Pac-Man Museum. Aside from Ms. Pac-Man, the only other game I wanted the collection is Pac-Man Championship Edition DX because Championship Edition is already in. Also, I've never played DX before. And I call myself a Pac-Man fan, huh? I played the original Championship Edition on Pac-Man and Galaga Dimensions. Yep, reach for Ms. Pac-Man. If you told Atari Pac-Man was great, why don't you tell his big sister, Ms. Pac-Man, by Atari? The thing about that Ms. Pac-Man Atari commercial is that they label Ms. Pac-Man as Pac-Man's big sister when that implies that Ms. Pac-Man is not only is not only older than Pac-Man, but it also implies that she is his sister. When in reality, that couldn't be further from the truth. Yeah, I freaking love Pac-Man 2. I know it gets a lot of hate recently, but I just really love the laid-back tone. The laid-back tone and just the overall absurdness of it. I was able to play it when it was released on the Wii U Virtual Console. Hopefully this time I can actually see a cutscene. Now we go up here. Unless I got an extra life. Now we... Avoid those dweebs, and now we get our first cutscene. I played Pac-Man Tilt. I feel like the reason Pac-Man 2: The New Adventures was on Wii U Virtual Console is because it required a ton of trial and error. And yeah, that's probably my biggest problem with the game. Not not the not the fact that Pac-Man is quote unquote ignores everything you do or is quote unquote annoying. It's the fact that that requires a bunch of trial and error, like Frogger on the PS1. And hey, the Pac-Man 2 on the Super Nintendo in particular had probably the best voice for Pac-Man. I know most people really like Martin T. Sherman's portrayal of Pac-Man. I like it too, but I like I said before, I've always seen Pac-Man as a Crash Bandicoot type of character where he's able to speak, but most of his friends do the talking. Oh, Super Puck Monster. Wasn't that the Coleco version of Pac-Man? But released in Japan? Next we have the game with that the game with that projectile that everyone in Smash hates so much. That isn't the bell, because that was in Mappy. Speaking of Mappy, I wish it was on this collection. Yeah, on the bright side, my Wavebird is actually working now. Honestly, of the Frogger games I've played, my favorite is probably Frogger 2. I've played the original, the PS1 game, the sequel to the PS1 game, Great Quest on the GBA, and Temple of the Frog on GBA. Yeah, those are all the Frogger games I've played. Speaking of Frogger, he was in a PS2 Konami skateboarding game. The best part is that he had his Great Quest design, so you basically see him just fumbling around. Looks freaking hilarious. Seeing a Shrek bootleg just skateboarding. Speaking of Shrek, one of the only non-Smash or Street Fighter fighting games I've played is Shrek Super Slam. Don't worry, it was the GameCube version, so it was actually good. Yeah, I've played a couple of Street Fighter games, a Naruto fighting game, a Nickelodeon All-Star, the Smash games, and Shrek Super Slam. Oh, and does anyone remember a Nickelodeon Super Brawl 2? Yeah, that game was amazing. Next we have Pack Attack, one of my personal favorite games on the collection. I'm super excited that it's coming to the Pac-Man Museum Plus. The only question is, are they using the Super Nintendo version or the Genesis version? I don't know if there's any major differences between the versions, but I've always preferred the Super Nintendo one because of the better quality music. But then again, it's the Genesis version that gets most of the re-releases, so I don't really know. Yeah, I saw that Ghostly Adventure skin in Championship Edition during that during one of Newman from Pac-Land's streams, and it was honestly it was kind of cursed. Yeah, it was cursed in the charming kind of way. Nowhere near as cursed as those terrible box arts that we've seen before. I think Miss Pac-Man Plus would have basically been Miss Pac-Man but worse, because that's pretty much what Pac-Man Plus was. It was just Pac-Man but bad. Fun fact: the reason why Pack Attack was made was because the developers behind the part of Namco who developed Cosmo Gang the puzzle said, hey, this would actually fit pretty well for the Pac-Man series, and that's what they did. Cosmo Gang never got any more re-releases after that, so all the current Japanese releases of the game are Pack Attack. Pac-Man Plus, what I didn't like about Pac-Man Plus was the fact that there were a lot of changes for the worse, and some of them were just power pulse just wouldn't work, and others were where the maze would just disappear altogether. I did like that it resembled the Pac-Man 7-Up commercial, because that's one of my favorite Pac-Man commercials. Also, another thing about Pac Attack is Pac Attack and Pac-Man on the NES were the only Pac-Man games released on the Wii Virtual Console. And seeing how Namco Museum on GameCube can be played on a Wii, that's kind of sad. But I'm not actually playing this on a Wii, I'm playing it on actual GameCube. Because the GameCube is my favorite game console. Fairy time. But things are still going fast. Warning, Pac Attack is highly addictive. Everyone's heard of Pac-Man Fever, but no one's heard of Pac Attack Fever or Pac Attack Addiction. And now we got the largest ghost chain. Yeah, I said this before, but I think Ghostly Adventures is just okay. But it's really easy to just make fun of it. This, my boy, is the Pac-Laration of Independence. I'm starting to notice this more and more, but Pac-Man in general is just a pretty niche game franchise. Aside from the original game, it's becoming more and more apparent that people have only played the first game and nothing else. This was especially apparent after I witnessed that one journalist who would complain about the fact that Pac-Man had limbs. No, it's not the person who has the same name as that guy who made Cool Cat. For Crash of the Titans, fun fact, it was actually the first Crash Bandicoot game I've actually experienced. I didn't actually play it, but it looked kind of weird. The first Crash game I actually played was either Entranced or The Huge Adventure. Well, this is already looking like a ghost island. In other words, Pack Hell. Where only one ghost is edible. Everyone else is covered in wooden blocks. After I finish Pack Attack one player mode, I'll do a brief gameplay of the single, basically puzzle mode, and then I'll be done with Pack Attack. And then we'll move on to the last game, Pac-Mania. Honestly, I find it kind of funny that my introduction to Pac-Mania was not only an advertisement for Namco Museum Megamix on the back of the Pac-Man Party Manual, but the fact that in an old YouTube video uncovering the Wreck-It Ralph Easter eggs, it used annotations from back when YouTube had those, and they mentioned the game Mickey Mania, and I was like, hey, that reminds me, I should probably check what Pac-Mania is all about, and then I saw it and instantly fell in love with it. Surprisingly, I'm not doing too bad at Pac-Mania. Well, I'm screwed. Yeah, Mickey Mania is another great game. Well, might as well put one for the team. It's funny because it's a sus joke, like in YouTube poops. Back when sus jokes were actually funny. Yeah, with Mickey Mania, my favorite version of it is actually the Genesis version. But, I mostly like Nintendo's stuff. Yet my favorite version of Mickey Mania is the Genesis version. Anyways. Yeah, I wish for a Castle of Illusion style Mickey Mania remake. Now everyone gets devoured. Thousands of innocent ghosts get bored. Yeah, Animaniacs on the Super Nintendo, it actually looks pretty good. Especially the fact that it is based off of various movies, and I especially love how one of the levels actually parodies one of the level songs actually parodies the Indiana Jones song. Sorry about that. It's always something. It's always something. It's something that my camera does. When it's at low battery, it freezes. Anyways, this will be my last level for Pac-Man. Pac Attack. Hopefully. And yeah. That was Pac-Man. That was Pac Attack. Now we move on to the final game. The best for last. Honestly, Pac-Mania is my second favorite arcade Pac-Man game. My first obviously being Pac-Land. My second is Arrangement, and I believe my fourth is probably Miss Pac-Man. And then the original, I believe Super Pac-Man, Pac and Pal would be both tied. And then after that, it would be Junior Pac-Man. I haven't played Professor Pac-Man because no one else has, and then there's Pac-Man Plus, which is garbage, like I mentioned before. Good thing I got it, so now I don't have to worry about the double point thing wearing off. So that only happens when you lose. And now we introduce Sue, who was in Miss Pac-Man, but she was orange. Now she is purple. But then again, she was in Pac-Land, which is a game that I wish was on here. But what can you really do? I just wish Pac-Land was on more compilations. Which makes me very glad that it's coming to Pac-Man Museum Plus. Even better is that it's coming to the Switch, unlike the original museum, which was cancelled, which the Wii U version was cancelled because of delayed development, according to Namco. And same with there's also a 3DS port that was cancelled for the same reason. Something funny about Pac-Mania is that it says Fruits Target and special items when there's only one. This was fixed in the Genesis version, but I also find it really funny that it was carried over to Miss Pac-Man Maze Madness in the menus where it says X to selects and triangle to cancels, or A to selects and B to cancels if you're playing N64. I don't know if it's in the GBA version, but yeah. Yeah, it does suck. Also, I really love how all the ghosts in the middle have no detail at all, unless it's in the actual arcade version. Yeah, at least we're getting Museum Plus on the Switch, which is always a treat. It also sucks that the original museum was delisted, so I never got a chance to play it. Just need to slide. There we go. Got ourselves a tasty dinner. Pac-Mania has some of the best songs in any Pac-Man game. No wonder they keep remixing this song. The BNEI means Bandai Namco Entertainment Incorporated. Yeah, like their slogan says, more fun for everyone. Yeah, and with the new collection coming out, it's definitely the case. Oh yeah, I forgot that I no longer have the double score. Thanks a lot, Clyde. Special items. Ah, never mind, it's back. I wanted to get my revenge on him. Well, that sucks. Well, bye, Kevin Kong. Now we jump over them. Getting over with Pac's body. Remember Bennett Foddy? Of course you don't. There's nothing more than a fed. Yeah, same here, Daniel Foster. I just, regardless if he has limbs or not, it's still Pac-Man regardless. Okay, just having regardless and basically regardless twice basically put me in the redundancy Department of Redundancy. Yeah. You cannot beat us. That Yeah, we are Sue and Funky. You cannot beat us. Later, it's We Are Commons. You cannot beat us. Yeah, it's like that old Nintendo commercial from Australia that pretty much portrayed Bowser, that one enemy from Gyromite, the Lakitu, and my beloved Duck Hunt dog as freaking demons. Now we eat everyone up. My main problem with modern Pac-Man games is that the tagline is always "Pac-Man is back." He was never back. He was here the whole time. Actually, that wasn't. It's not just with modern Pac-Man games. It's been with Pac-Man games for a really long time. Even back when they were making Pac-Man World games. And now we move on to this stage, which is just the same but with a new coat of paint. Special items. That's just a normal fruit. And now there's a normal fruit. Well, this is it. This is it, Luigi. Remember, where there's smoke, they reach back. I had to. They ran right into me, huh? Come on. Well, I'm not getting him. And I'm definitely not... Well, that was it. I finished the Namco Museum stream. And now, it's about time we say goodbye. Well, goodbye everyone.